Hello, dear students. A very good day to you all. I hope and believe that all of you are well by the grace of Almighty because you are staying home and maintaining health rules. And side by side, you are also studying well for your first term exam. So, welcome you all to online class. I am Richard Gomez. Today I'll take English second paper, second revision class of class 5. I'll discuss about number change, conjugation of verbs, tense, present tense, conversion of sentence, voice change and translation. So, number change. What is number? The word noun, pronoun or equivalent, that is the similar word of instead of noun or pronoun that indicates the number of person or thing is called number. There are two kinds of number, singular number and plural number. Singular number, the noun or pronoun that indicates only one person or thing is called singular number. For example, girl, child, he, book, pen, etc. Plural number, the noun or pronoun that indicates more than one persons or things is called plural number. For example, girls, children, they, books, pens, etc. So here some examples, change into plural. You know, some of the items you have already got in your quiz. So there will be one question and there will be 4 alternatives. You should choose the correct answer. The farmer has a cow. So plural, farmers or the farmers have cows or kine. She is a doctor. She is a teacher. They are teachers. Hassan has a ball and a bat. Hassan has balls and bats. This sheep is white. These sheep are white, because sheep is singular and also in plural sheep. You are my friend. You are our friends. Now, second one, change the nouns and pronouns into singular. So, plurals are given. We saw many birds in the trees. So, I saw a bird in the tree. There are 5 geese in the pond. There is a goose in the pond. The baby is cutting teeth. The baby is cutting a tooth. Whose books are these? Whose book is this? There are 2 deer in the field. There is a deer in the field, because deer, singular and plural, both are similar word, deer, deer. Now the conjugation of verbs, you know, from your syllabus, in your syllabus it is given, pages 75, 76, 78 and 79 are in your syllabus for first term. So the question may comes like this: conjugate the verb behold. There will be 4 options: beheld, behold, beheld, 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 behold. So the correct answer, you know, number C, beheld, beheld. You have to put the correct answer C. Number 2, for example, conjugate the verb fall. Answers are given: fall, fell, fell, fallen, fell, fell, and fall, fallen. So you know the correct answer is B, fell, fallen. That is fall, fell, fallen. This way the question may come. Now the tense, mainly present tense. Tense is the time of accomplishing any action of a verb. There are 3 types of tense: present tense, past tense and future tense. All these are divided into 4 classes, that is indefinite or simple, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. Now present tense. Present tense describes an action in the present time. He studies seriously. The fisherman is catching fish. I have finished my work. Kobir has been playing for 2 hours or since morning. These 4 are different types of present tense. So what are these different types? There are 4 kinds of present tense. That is present indefinite or simple present, present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous. So what is present indefinite tense or simple present tense? It describes an action in the present time. It also describes habitual actions and universal truth. He always protects others from danger. Ice floats on water, for examples. It dews in winter. She doesn't sit in the first bench. Here structure is subject plus V1, that is present form or base form of the verb, plus extension or rest of the sentence. Number 2, present continuous. It describes an action that is going on at present. I am studying now. My father is helping my mother in cooking. Hassan is not giving an online exam now. The birds are chirping in the garden. Here structure, subject plus am or is or are plus verb ing. In continuous, always ing form of verb will be there, and rest of the sentence. Present perfect tense, it describes an action that has just finished but the result of which still continues. He has gone to market. Have or has comes. I have received an email just now from my friend. You have done a good result in the exam. Habib has recovered from a severe fever. Structure, subject plus have or has plus V3, that is past participle. In the perfect tense, always past participle form of verb comes after have or has plus rest of the sentence. Last one, present perfect continuous tense. It expresses an action that has been going on for some time and is not finished yet. I have been preparing my work for an hour. He has been living in the USA since 2001. You have been practicing guitar for a long time. It has been raining since morning. So structure, subject plus have been or has been plus verb ing plus extension plus since or for plus time. So here are some examples of changing tenses. So change the tenses into present indefinite. We are holding a meeting here. So we hold a meeting here. Are you playing now? Do you play? James has taken his meal just now. James takes his meal. John has finished his work. John finishes his work. They have been living in Singapore since 2010. They live in Singapore. Number 2, change the sentences into present continuous tense. I drink tea. I am drinking tea. Do you read a book? Are you reading a book? He has finished his work. He is finishing his work. Have you played football? Are you playing football? Hassan has been studying for an hour. Hassan is studying now. Number 3, change the sentences into present perfect tense. He does not close the door. He has not closed the door. Don't they play? Haven't they played? We are trying to solve the problem. We have tried to solve the problem. Harun has been doing physical exercise for half an hour. Harun has done physical exercise. Are they decorating the gate? Have they decorated the gate? Last one, change the sentences into present perfect continuous tense. Rupa sings every day. Rupa has been singing for an hour. Are you suffering from fever? Have you been suffering from fever for 2 days? Do they live in Chittagong? Have they been living in Chittagong since last year? Kabir is watching TV. Kabir has been watching TV for half an hour. They have finished their exam. They have been finishing their exam. Now the conversion of sentences. So conversion is a kind of, we just will discuss about assertive and interrogative only. Conversion is a kind of transformation where we change one pattern of sentence to another with its changed meaning. We'll discuss here affirmative to negative and negative to affirmative, affirmative to interrogative and interrogative to affirmative. For affirmative to negative and negative to affirmative, there are 3 rules. First of all, A, when there is an auxiliary verb, then putting not or no after that makes it negative. For example, the man is tall. The man is not tall. He has a car. He has not a car, or he has no car. I can do the work. I cannot or I can't do the work. B. When there is no auxiliary verb, then we should use do not, does not or did not according to tense and number and person of the subject. He reads seriously to do well in the exam. He doesn't read seriously to do well in the exam. I like to play in the afternoon. I don't like to play in the afternoon. You went there yesterday. You didn't go there yesterday. Last one. When there is always, we should use never to make it negative. You always play well for the class. You never play well for the class. He always disturbs in the class. He never disturbs in the class. I always walk in the morning. I never walk in the morning. Now, assertive to interrogative and interrogative to assertive, there are two rules. A. When there is an auxiliary verb, then putting it in the beginning makes it interrogative. Hassan is not playing very well today. Is Hassan not playing very well today? Or isn't Hassan, or we can say isn't Hassan playing very well today? You are reading so loudly. Are you reading so loudly? The man was helping the boy. Was the man helping the boy? And the second rule, last rule here, when there is no auxiliary verb, then we should use do, does, did in the beginning according to tense and number and person of the subject. He swims in the pond daily. Does he swim in the pond daily? You finished your exam in time. Did you finish your exam in time? You always do the right thing. Do you always do the right thing? Now convert the sentences as directed. I have given 5 sentences here. The boy helps his mother. Interrogative. That is, change it into interrogative. Does the boy help his mother? Many boys will participate in the sports. Negative. Many boys won't or will not participate in the sports. Roman did not go to school. Affirmative. Roman went to school. Tanvir swims alone in the river. Negative. Tanvir doesn't swim alone in the river. Are you tired? Assertive. You are tired. Now voice change. Assertive sentence in present tense only we will discuss. So voice is a kind of transformation where we change subject into object and vice versa. That is, object into subject. There are two types of voice, active voice and passive voice. So what is active voice? When we emphasize on the subject, then it is active voice. In active voice, subject does the action itself. And passive voice, when we emphasize on the object, then it is passive voice. In passive voice, subject can't do the action itself because this subject is actually the object of the main sentence. First, we have to identify whether it is active or passive. Then we can change it. For example, he plays football in the field. He has drawn the picture. Our school is closed today. My book has been lost. The thief is being beaten. Here are 5 sentences. You have to change the voice. So the first 2 sentences are active voice. So you need to change it into passive. And the last 3 sentences are passive voice. So you need to change it into active. In the active voice, subject does the work itself. And in the passive voice, the object has turned into subject, but the new subject cannot do the work itself. That is, here he plays well, he is doing the work. He has drawn the picture, he is doing the work. But our school is closed to our school. Here it is subject, but this subject cannot do the work because this is actually object. My book has been lost. Here my book cannot do anything. The thief is beaten. The thief is not doing anything here. So if you want to change, number 1, football is played in the field by him. Number 2, the picture has been drawn by him. Number 3, the authority, you can say, or the government or the principal closes our school today. Number 4, I have lost my book. And number 5, The police or the public are beating the thief, though it should not be done. So here, rules of changing into passive voice. 5 things we have to do at the same time to change active to passive. So subjective form of the object should come first, then auxiliary verb should be placed according to new subject and tense. Then the main verb, past participle form of the main verb should come, and after that a preposition, generally by, comes, otherwise to, in, with, at may come, and last part, objective form of the subject. And the form of the auxiliary verbs here in passive voice: for present indefinite, am, is, are; present continuous, am, being, is, being, are, being. A being is used. And for present perfect, has been, have been, that is been, is used. So present indefinite tense structure: subjective form of the object plus be verb, am, is, are, plus past participle form of the main verb plus preposition by, to, in, with, or at, plus objective form of the subject. For example, he doesn't always begin the fight. Passive: the fight is not always begun by him. They dig the canal. Passive: the canal is dug by them. Now present continuous tense. Here structure: subjective form of the object plus be verb, am, being, is, being, are, being. Being is used here for continuous. Then past participle of the main verb and preposition by, to, in, with, at, plus objective form of the subject. For example, the laborer are breaking stones for the building. Passive: stones are being broken for the building by the laborer. The 2 boys are not eating the tiffin. The tiffin is not being eaten by the 2 boys. Now present perfect tense structure: subjective form of the object plus have been, has been, that is been is used here, and past participle form of the main verb plus preposition by, to, in, with, or at, plus objective form of the subject. For example, he has beaten a chili while eating. Passive: a chili has been beaten by him while eating. Boys have borrowed books from the library. Books have been borrowed from the library by the boys. Now for modal auxiliaries. Modal auxiliary verb, that is may, might, can, could, must, ought to, going to. In passive voice, after modal auxiliary, be verb comes. There are all some other more modal auxiliaries: will, would, can, could, these kinds. Dare, have to, has to. I can, for example, I can help you. You can be helped by me. Be is used here. We ought to obey our parents and elders. Our parents and elders ought to be obeyed by us. He is not going to build a house this year. Here going to is modals. So a house is not going to be built this year by him. We should not use being for ing because this is not actually continuous tense. This is modals, going to. You must follow online classes. Online classes must be followed by you. I used to play different games in my student life. So used to here modals, so we should use it directly. That is, different games used to be played by me in my student life. So in your syllabus, some verbs for tense and voices are given. That is, change of tense and voice change will be practiced with specific verbs as follows. These verbs are given in your syllabus, so you should practice and you should know the past and past participle form of this verb and also the meaning very carefully. That is, bit, become, bite, begin, break, bring, buy, do, dig, drink, draw, eat, find, fly, feed, give, go, hide, know, run, see, sing, speak, borrow, carry, hear, write, read, make, and play. So the last item here, translation. That is, translation in your syllabus it is given for the first term lesson 13, that is page 152 to 155, including exercise. That is, there is an exercise, you should practice it at home. This, from that exercise the question will come actually, because it may come, and also from your page 152 to 155 also can come, but this exercise is very important. So you should practice the exercise at home. From your book I have given here two translation. This way the question may come. For example, tumi ki chiriyakhanaয় গিয়েছিলে? So the question is translate into English. There are four options here. Did you visit the zoo? Have you visited the zoo? Did you visited the zoo? Didn't you visit the zoo? So one sentence is correct and this is the answer. Other threes are wrong. So A is correct. Did you visit the zoo? You know. So you should put A here. Number 2, aaj koto sundor din. Translate into English. So the option can be given like this way. What a lucky day today. How lucky the day today. What a good day today. How a good day today. So you know the correct answer? C. That is, what a good day today. This is the correct answer. So you should put the tick here, C. So these are all from your syllabus, first term syllabus. The whole syllabus I have given the revision. I have taken the revision class for you. So practice this at home and do well in the exam. So until your next class, goodbye. Stay home and be safe. Have a nice day. Thank you. Thank you all.